It's today been announced that Everton have agreed a refinancing package, or TFG have agreed a refinancing package for around £350 million. It's the long-term financing of the debt, if you want to call it that, which was used to for the stadium completion. And I think this is really good news. Obviously, the Friedkin Group coming in. I think a lot of people were hoping that they just wipe the debt out and Everton would be debt-free, but that was never really going to happen. Obviously, they've had to buy the club. They paid some money for Farhad Moshiri. They'd already put money in to cover stadium costs as well. So it was always going to be a case of a mortgage, if you like. And being able to get that at an affordable refinancing package was key. Obviously, the Friedkin Group have used JP Morgan. That's their bank. And they've got a number of blue chip companies who have put up this money, this refinancing. What it's going to do, it'll help Everton with cash flow. That's key. And it'll also maintain and improve the stability of the football club. Paul Joyce has put out before that Everton is set to save more than £50 million a year on interest repayments, which is huge. It's huge for us, that really. And that will help the health of the club. It'll help with buying players as well, of course. And puts Everton on just such a stronger financial footing. You don't know what other doors that opens, obviously. If JP Morgan and these blue chip companies are prepared to get involved with Everton, you don't know who else is going to come in as well. Things like sponsorships and a lot of other ways of getting money into the football club, therefore being able to improve the squad and the team and the club year on year. So really, really good news today. Lots of things getting better at our football club, and not before time, of course. According to reports today, Everton will not trigger the extra option in midfielder Abdoulaye Doucoure's contract. Doucoure is out of contract in June. And there have been some talks about whether or not Everton would trigger that extra year, but the club have decided against it, apparently. The former Watford midfielder joined Everton for £20 million back in September 2020. He scored the all-important goal against Bournemouth, remember, in May 23, which meant Everton remained in the Premier League. And he's played this key role at times in this Everton side, and scored some important goals, and still is contributing, of course, for David Moyes. The whole thing of not triggering the extra year or the extra option means that it doesn't mean that he'll definitely leave the football club, though. What it means is, if David Moyes wanted to keep him on and Doucoure was keen to stay, there could be a renegotiation on smaller wages. It has been reported, I think, from quite a few sources, that he is on one of Everton's highest paid players. So, maybe it's time for a lot less. That's an easier package for Everton to do. I don't know, or maybe he will move on, but Everton will not be triggering that extra option in Abdoulaye Doucoure's contract. David Moyes, Beto and James Tarkowski have all been nominated for awards this month. David Moyes, rightly so, being nominated for the Manager of the Month. He's overseen an incredible turnaround of results since coming back to the club in January, taking over from Sean Dyche. In fact, if David Moyes was to get a win on Saturday at Wolves, he would have surpassed the amount of points that Sean Dyche earned in half a season. And Moyes will have done it in just 9 games it'll be, wouldn't it? In just 9 games. That's how well he's done so far. Everton striker Beto was being nominated for Player of the Month. He scored 5 goals in February, and he could have had even more, couldn't he? Really had missed a couple of sitters, but he's been in brilliant form for Everton and has obviously been key to us moving away from the relegation zone. So long may his good form continue. And James Tarkowski nominated for Goal of the Month for that absolute screamer, worldy, probably the greatest goal you've ever seen, ever, in the world of football, ever, against Liverpool late on, of course, which sparked celebrations and annoyed the celebration police. And I like that. Anytime Everton can annoy the celebration police, I'm all for it. So, further evidence, all joking aside, that Everton have progressed massively. There's been a huge sea change at Everton since David Moyes come in, and these 3 nominations are key to that as well. And further evidence, of course, of that. And finally, Everton have been linked with a move for Lille midfield player Angel Gomez. Not you know, Andre Gomez, not him, the other A Gomez that plays for Lille. The 24-year-old midfield player is out of contract in June. Everton have been linked with him. He's played 134 times for Lille and scored 10 goals. He has also been capped 4 times by England. Very good midfield player. Busy, is good on the ball, comfortable on the ball. The kind I think David Moyes would like. I think there'll be a few other people in for him as well. He is a nice, tidy footballer, that's for sure. But we'll see, out of contract, and you know that gives us as good a chance as any as well. He made 10 appearances for Manchester United before moving to Lille, but has done really well in France. Caught international recognition. Was part of Lee Carsley's England team that won the Euros as well. So Everton in for Angel Gomez, according to reports. That is it for the News Daily. Make sure you like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you later.